Good morning, Chess 24. Good morning, everybody. Hope you're having good times as the most important and interesting tournament of the year is on the candidates. If you have watched the first and second round commentary, then you should know that I was in Hamburg with Mr. Jan Gustafsson commenting on the candidates, and I was very happy to be there and very lucky because the first round especially was a very big surprise for me. I expected quite a slow start with 4 draws, you know, the usual stuff. The players need to warm up. It is 14 rounds tournament, a very long one. And, well, I expected that it will start slow, but guess what? It was 3 wins and just 1 draw. But I thought that this 1 draw was most interesting game of the first round, and I even covered it on Chess 24. You can find the game of Dink, Liran, Levon Aronian, very Levon was with white pieces, so Levon Aronian with Dink Liran, very interesting game. You can find the deep analysis, the throughout analysis on Chess 24 or on YouTube. So if you're interested in that, make sure you will look it up. But what we have yesterday, it was such a drama. We had 2 results. Levon Aronian bounced back from a very, oh my god, I'm sorry if you hear the noise. I really hoped that this would not be there again. There is some kind of reconstruction outside, so I'm really sorry for the background noise. I hope that they will stop it soon. I apologize for that. And yeah, about yesterday, we had 2 wins. Fabiano Caruana won his game against Vladimir Kramnik, a roller coaster. Vladimir did not do well from the opening. He got, it got very complicated. Then he was kind of a bit outplayed, but then Fabiano made huge mistakes, so the game was very complicated, and in the end, Vladimir had a good chances to win, but in the end, then it was drawish, but then he blundered, so it was a very there were a lot of ups and downs in the game. And about Levon, he bounced back from the 3rd round loss against Vladimir Kramnik, which was an amazing, brilliant game. They even called it Kramnik's Immortal. You should look it up if you haven't looked it up yet. This is pretty annoying. This noise is very annoying, and I apologize once again. But what we have before the candidates, we have me playing Banter Blitz against you. So we will warm up before the candidates start, and what you have to do is you have to go on my profile on Chess 24. You have to challenge me with 5-minute Blitz games, and I'm gonna choose the challengers. I'm gonna pick one of you and comment the game during playing. So I am able to read the chat right now. If you have any questions, please do ask Pramad. Pramad is there. Pramad is always there on our shows, always on Chess 24. Very loyal user of Chess 24. He is saying that last Banter Blitz of mine was a mess. Sopiko was giving pieces for free. It was definitely a very bad Banter Blitz of me. I think it was the weakest Banter Blitz of me. But the thing that happened, I was very excited. I had to have show on Sunday, but somehow I fell pretty badly and I had to go to emergency to make sure that nothing is broken. So everything was good. I am safe, I am healthy, and there are no problems. But that's why the show was delayed till today. And I hope that people will forget my last Banter Blitz, and I hope that this time it will be better. At least I'll try to. Okay, so let's see, how many challenges do we have? Lots of challenges. First of all, if you allow me, let's talk about candidates once more, what kind of pairings we have today. And we have today Levon Aronian playing against Alexander Grishuk, who suffered from a loss in the first round against Kramnik, but then bounced back with a win against Wesley So and made 2 draws. So in this game, I expect a very, very messy game with a draw. It's easy to predict a draw. Fabiano Caruana against Karyakin. Karyakin, a very, very solid player, already suffered 2 losses. First in the first round against Mamedyarov and second one against Levon Aronian yesterday. So I will go here for a win for Fabi. When I was asked by Jan in the second round who I would pick, who would win the candidates, I picked Fabiano. So I am still sticking to my opinion that Fabiano will win this tournament. But let's see. Okay, so I predict 1-0 here. Wesley So against Kramnik. I predict a draw here, although Wesley had pretty bad start with 2 losses against Fabiano and Grishuk, and then 2 draws, and I expect that he stopped the bleeding already and he will continue in a peaceful way. And Ding Liren against Mamedyarov. Very interesting game. Both players, very dynamic players, super good calculators, and I would go. Let's try to predict no draws. I mean, I predicted a draw in Aronian and Wesley So game, but let's predict 1-0 here. Let's see if my predictions will be right. I am very much looking forward to the round, but for now we have my Banter Blitz ahead. So already a lot of challenges. You already know what to do. And let's pick one from the challengers. Woo! Lots of challenges as usual. I will start from the lowest one and then I will go to the highest one. So the lowest one we have is Chassis Stopper. There we go. I am playing with white pieces. Chess 24 is being nice to me. I'm playing with white pieces. And I will start with d4. Let's see. In the candidates, it's very interesting that we don't see that much of computer lines. We even had a big novelty from Vladimir Kramnik, although it was very surprising that Levon played e4 against him. He's not an e4 player. Well, at this level, of course, they know everything. Top players know everything, and they do look at everything from both sides, but generally Levon is playing something like c4, knight f3, d4 lines, no e4, and it was a big surprise for spectators to have e4 on board. And we had the Berlin. Vladimir Kramnik, who invented the Berlin and who said that he is the Berlin is his Germany is his second hometown, and he is very happy to be there. Let's play a6, a4. What is going on in our game? We have to also cover it, I guess. This is the usual Benoni with e6 and delayed ed5, and cd5. And of course, the main idea of Benoni is that black wants to advance the pawns on the queen side with a6, b5, rook b8, b5. And what white is trying to do, white is trying to avoid this plan. White is trying to sometimes make use of c4 square. Generally, it's pretty risky position, I would say. This is very much playing with fire, I would say. So what do we have? We have a5 here on queen b6, queen b2, knight a4, queen goes somewhere, let's say to b5, and bishop d6. We got our pawn back, and we would have very nice strong center. But is there something we can do more? Because the queen b6 generally is not a move, it is not in the plan, because black wants to advance on the queen side. So let's say if I let's say if I just make a move like this, queen c1, having all options open with knight d2, knight c4. Now we see the minus of queen b6, that I'm going knight d2, knight c4 with a tempo, or I'm going a5 with a tempo. What white wants here is that after, let's say, knight d2, knight c4 and a5 structures, we would have a game. I mean, we would fix this structure on queen side and play in the center. If c4 square is under white's control, then white is for sure better. This annoys me so much, this noise, but I am sorry, I cannot do anything. I am so lucky with such things that always when I have show, either dogs are coming. Ooh, my goodness, knight d2. Don't I trap the queen? Knight d2, queen b4, rook a4. Where are you going? This is too much. This is too much. Too much ambitions there. You cannot play like this, even if not knight d2, bishop d6, and this is just a blunder. Just a blunder. But it happens. As many of you already seen my awful Banter Blitz last time, maybe you expected me to give up some pieces for free now again. But I've grown up. I've been to Hamburg. Let's take the queen. I like the queens. He is tricky. Look at this. He wants that I take the bishop back, and knight e2, he gets back the queen. But no. I am not the one. I can take this one here, but then bishop b2, rook b1, bishop e5. So I'm just greedy. I will take it with the pawn and control the e5 square. There is nothing much to comment in this game. I guess that I am totally winning, as he has just one piece for the queen, and that is definitely not enough. So I was saying that I'm pretty lucky when I have show either dogs are coming near my window and they are barking. Especially there was times that they were barking every Thursday. I had a regular shows every Thursday, and they were coming, and exactly at that time they were barking. I don't know who told them, just go there and bark. And yeah, and now we have this reconstructure, so I'm full of surprises. I'm full of surprises, guys. But this is this is already lost. This is already lost. I will just keep the d5 pawn because I don't want to give for free anything anymore. Let's see. Let's see. I will take the f5 pawn as well. And I would point out that he played pretty badly from the opening. Just because Benoni is a very easy opening to remember. You go like this, there are specific structures, you go g6, bishop g7, a6, b5, and there you go. You have a play on the queen side. But of course White's play is, I would say it is pretty strategic opening where are lots of plans, and it is pretty difficult to play it. I mean, if White is, oh my god, what is happening here? If White has an idea how to do it, then definitely Black is in trouble. Okay, thank you very much for the game. As I mentioned before, this is a very normal way to start the opening. Here are many different moves like rook e8, bishop f4, let's say knight e4 is one of the moves that is main, or any other move, even knight bd7, bishop f4, queen b6 is a big mistake, queen e7 or queen c7 had to be played, or even knight e5 with the ideas of knight h5 to kick this bishop out and later on create a counterplay on the queen side. So definitely no queen b6 in any move order or in any positions like this. If you're not winning something directly, don't play queen b6. Okay, now let's play somebody who is a little bit higher than chessy stopper, and tiny bit higher is Dons John. Hi there. Now I'm playing with black pieces, and Najdorf. Will it be Najdorf or any other Sicilian? Ooh, this is pretty much a new move for me. I didn't face this one at all. All right, I would just play what I play. And haha, this is a tricky way to avoid my e4, c5, knight c3, a6. But guys, if you don't know, then you should know that recently there was a revolution happening in chess openings. I started to cover e4 lines. Can you imagine me myself? I'm not an e4 player, and I started to make a repertoire for White with e4. I'm not yet an e4 player, but I will definitely be. That is my plan. That is my plan, and we now transposed into a Najdorf. Okay, not Najdorf because I don't have a6 right now, but into a line with g3. But there is no a6, and this is a big advantage, I would say, because I can go b6. I even had games like this at some point. All right, what I wanted to say, yeah, I started to make a repertoire with for White with e4. I had my first video series with e4, e5, and I am recommending Scotch there. And my opponent, he is very ambitious. He wants just to attack me and tell me girl, you have to stop talking. You have some troubles over here. But I don't believe it. I don't believe it because f5 would give me e5 square. g5 is not the way to play this one. At least I hope so. Anyway, my another series is out and it is against Sicilian. Guess what? Against my beloved Sicilian. But this is chess. This is chess. I can't do anything. I have to play with both colors. e4, c5, knight c3. If you are searching for something that is not very difficult, not full of huge lines, then you should definitely have a look at my series. If you're looking for something active and also strategic as well, then you should definitely take a look at this. Knight d5. I don't like this knight here, so I'm usually going for e6 when there is knight d5 on the board. And I would want to, at some point, play d5, if I'm allowed to. What white wants is to play c3, control d4 and b4 squares. It is true that d3 and b3 becomes much more weaker after c3, but c3 also covers this diagonal, which is pretty annoying for black. Okay. Should I play for d5 or not? First of all, I have such moves with tempo. I can play queen h4. I can, what I can do? I can play d5 afterwards, or rook d8. d5 doesn't work yet. King h2. Nice. I have to be careful that g5 is not there. If g5 and then in one move I'm losing something, then it will be very, very bad for me. So I would go rook d8 for now. f5 wouldn't work because of bishop e5. As I mentioned, he goes for c3. Now I'm gonna use the d3 square. Let's see if it works and how it works. This is very important. Though I have to be very careful about b4 and b5. This is an invitation to d3 square because you cannot go rook d2. You're losing f4. And this is a very, I'm very happy to have this on board. Although after rook f3, I don't think that white is doing badly. I mean, I have knight on d3, but white has a lot of play, like rook b1, b4, or bishop f1 at some point. It might be very annoying after rook f3, bishop f1. I have to go back. Yeah, does not look convincing to me. I have to do something about it. Should I provoke g5 or not? Should I play bishop h6, g5, bishop g7, rook f1? Does it give me something? Not sure. I think I would go e5 to make sure that my f4 square is mine, but that might be a huge mistake as well. First of all, what happens if black just goes knight f5? e5, it was a very, very bad move. Super bad move. But my idea was only e5, f5. Sometimes it is important that... Wow, knight d5. This I dislike, so I have to take it. Queen d5, I have to go something like knight e7 and d5. When they attack you on the sides, you have to break through in the center. This is what I was taught in my childhood. And sometimes we need very badly some squares. and to open the lines. For example, if I go now knight e7 after knight e4, my position looks horrible. If I go e4, knight e5, bishop g5 is annoying, knight g4, king g1. Yeah, I have to be honest, I really dislike my position. I don't have so much time as well, so I have to do something. Knight e4, my god, horrible. h6, oh, h6, oh, mouse sleep. After bishop g5, I have to resign. There is no way I can, mouse sleep, bad luck. This also happens. I was going to play h6 because I wanted to avoid bishop g5. Of course, I see that the threat is bishop g5, but after h5, mouse sleep, I have to resign. Too bad for me, too bad. Although I did take too much time and I disliked my position from the beginning, not from the very beginning, but it was very interesting play from white, very double-edged position if you ask me. And what I disliked was that after e5 and knight d5, maybe I had to take the g2 knight, but generally e5 didn't make sense at all, because I was not going to have my knight on f4 forever. And maybe on knight d5 I had to play something like g5, but that would not make sense. After f6 I have to go, let's say, like this, and after knight f5 my queen is trapped. So queen h4 and e5 was a very strange move, but of course here what I wanted to play was e4 and knight e5, but I didn't have time for this one, because after knight e5 then bishop g5 is the same threat. This does not help at all because the queen is trapped, and this one as well, it gives of course the another square to the queen, but everything is with tempo. You can even take here, and this is totally lost. So I went on a5, and this we don't count, it was just a mouse sleep. h6, and this position looks pretty much better for white. I would not say that it's completely lost for black if there is no f6, bishop f8, and bishop e3, bishop f2. This probably is lost already, so even the mouse sleep, even not the mouse sleep, wouldn't help me. So very good game from Dons John. Very good game. Applause for you. Let's go for next one. I hope that my games will get much better and you guys won't say, oh, this was a horrible Banter Blitz. Okay, somebody who is 23-15. Opponents get stronger and stronger, and I'm getting weaker and weaker. Shaterer. I told you about the dogs, by the way. They come and bark. You see? Unbelievable. Okay, e4, c5, knight c3, a6. Did you see my video? Did you see my video, Shaterer? Did you? I am explaining there thoroughly what is problems with a6, b5 structure. It is, to be honest, I will tell you that it is very tricky for black to start, if white starts with knight ge2, because he keeps all options open with d4. All right then, this is something new. Knight c3, e2, h3, and knight probably f3, or yeah, something new is happening here. f4, knight c6, knight f3, bishop e7, castle, castle. Oh no, d4. Well, d4, I'm pretty happy to accept d4 and get this knight out with tempo. Oh, sorry. I wouldn't mind this at all. Queen c7, c3, or no c3. Should I take on e5 or not? That is the question. I don't see reasons why not. I have to take on e5, then bishop d6, castle. Probably it's not that bad for me, because this knight is still on e file and there is no rook e1 with tempo or anything with tempo, so I feel pretty comfortable having an extra healthy pawn. I will castle now, knight c4, rook e8, e5, and I'm gonna have a time of my life. All right. I think d4 was not good move. I think that f4 had to be played, and because after f4 you come knight f3, then usually white wants to play c3. Oh, this is something new. Some kind of attack. Does it work? Take, queen g4, or what's the idea? Well, the idea is probably f4, because I cannot go knight c4. This guy is hanging here. This is why we have to be careful. We can go f6 and have a little tactic in mind. If f4, with the idea to take the pawn on e6, then we can go probably knight c6, rook e6 would be bad because of knight d4, queen d4, bishop c5. I am trapping the queen, not trapping the queen, but I'm winning the queen because it's a pin. Will you take on e6? Dare it, dare it. Nope, it's no good. I think this little tactic saves me, because there wouldn't be... Okay, this is defended. I can just take it. I'll take it, and this game would be over soon, I hope. I hope so. Okay, I'll take this one as well, and I will go something like knight f5 would make a big sense here. Rook e6, or knight c2. Why not knight c2? I don't see reasons why not knight c2. You can take this pawn. I'm gonna take all other material. This should be over pretty soon. And the mistake in this game, I think that for me it was a little bit awkward. This h3, bishop e3, and knight ce2, all too slow. I think it was not necessary to play h3 and bishop e3 yet. Yet it's important to, yeah, he resigned. Thank you very much. I was just talking about the opening for a very interesting plan against a6. You have to check my DVD, my video series on knight c3, winning with the knight c3. And yeah, you have to check that. And here, giving up this e5 pawn was definitely a mistake why not f4? I didn't understand. d4 doesn't work because I can just take this rook. So after f4, I probably would go knight c6, knight f3, and the usual plan with castle, g4, knight g3, and all very usual. Black would play bishop e7, f6, a5, a4 at some point. We would have very double-edged game. Okay, let's go somebody who has higher rating and who just now challenged me. From Spain, El Bartolome 2000. I don't know if I pronounced it correctly. Where are you? Yeah, there you are. d4. First time in this split show I am facing the d4. I usually play Triangle Slav, which you can find video series on Chess24 as well. I love this setup. It keeps a lot of options open. Yeah, now we're kind of transposing into the Carlsbad structure, but there is no knight g4, bishop f4, and I can go bishop d6 in one go. I don't think that black has big problems or any problems in this setup. Usually the most principled line against Triangle Slav is either the node boom or the Marshall with e4, de4, and lots of sharp lines going on there. And yeah, this very much makes sense for white to have the bishop on g3, but after knight goes somewhere like this, bishop g4 I think is pretty annoying with coming knight e4. I wouldn't take on g3 for the very first time because then hg and yet white didn't castle, so rook would be on h-file, and I didn't want that. H-file is open when I have my king on the king side already. Now what is left for me, I have to just develop knight bd7, knight f6, and yeah. Okay, what is this? Can I just develop? Probably I can. I don't see any problems with this. Knight d7 and knight f6. I don't think I got any problems from the opening. Very simple play. Usually what white is trying in Carlsbad structure is the queen side attack, or sometimes I am playing the king side attack with h3 g4. But best is not to have the knight on f3. If you are able to have knight developed on e2, then a lot of things are going on with knight rook e1, f3, e4 in some positions. I would take with the pawn right here. Yeah, tough decision in sense that I either have to take the bishop and try to use d3 square. Let's say I take it and play c5, and on knight c4 I go queen h6, a little bit of pin going on there, and on d takes c4, c5, sorry, knight c5, knight d3, something like this. Not much, of course, not much for any sides. Nothing dramatic is going on. It's just a little. It's a slow position with slow plans. Like when I was little, my teacher was telling me that it was Steinitz method to get some little pluses there, little pluses there, there, and then boom, one tactic and the game would be over. Okay, rook d1. I can play either rook c8 or take on d4, although after taking here, taking knight c5, rook d6, b6, rook d1, I can play knight d3. Yeah, I think I should take it. Although instead of rook d1, d5 was also interesting, I thought. The knight is still pinned, and that is good news. What I would not like, maybe, is if the queen was not on e2 and knight d6 would be a sudden jump. But even knight d6, I don't think I'm very much afraid after rook e6, rook on the king's side. He heard me. He just heard me. All right. Can I go like this? Or not? I have to be careful. Rook c8, knight d6. Knight d3, maybe f3. I would still go knight d3 if f3, rook c8. F takes knight e5. b3, b5. Should be winning. Let's see. Let's see what my opponent will decide to play. Oh, we have exact same rating. 2490, 2490. 9. My poor chess 24 rating. Once 2750 went to 2499. Okay. Knight d6. This I either blundered the e4 pawn. Did I just blunder the e4 pawn? That is embarrassing. To blunder pawn like this. Rook e d8. Unfortunately, I cannot go rook a d8 because just knight e8. Rook e d8 taking on e4. Rook d4, knight f4. This is my only hope. Otherwise, rook e4 would not make much sense. So guys, as you can see, I did not recover from the blundering illness. Too bad for me. Check knight d4. Yeah, we can try to make a draw with queen e2. Sometimes I'm being too, I don't know how to say. Queen c6, b6. Does it make sense? Queen c6. I want to checkmate you. b6, queen e4. Yeah, this I was afraid. Also, queen e4. Guess I have to take it and I have to accept the draw. Thank you. Thank you very much for the game. Very interesting game. I was lucky that after my blunders I did not have that bad position that I was completely lost. But usually this is kind of a continuation you would expect after this. Everything all normal, I guess it ended with a very logical result. All right, now somebody higher than him will be who he will be. La Trella. Again Spanish, and I am again with black pieces. This is not fair. I have to focus. All right, guys. Let's let's take this seriously. And whoa, sorry. Knight bd7, which line? Queen e2, f4, queen e2. All right. I don't remember much. I have not faced queen e2 for a long while, but after bishop g5, knight bd7, f4 is still kind of a main move, but it became so popular to play this for white. Queen e2. Let's play something new, which is this move. Is it new? All right. Could you please move away? I would like to play something sharp with g5. Does it make sense? Take, knight e5, if I'm in time. Although I have a feeling that g5 is not the right move. It's definitely not the right move. Maybe because of this. Taking here, I would go probably something like this and hope for knight e5. Now it's interesting for white how to develop his initiative. Pawn is sacrificed. We know pawn is a pawn. What's going on here? Moves like knight e4 does not work, unfortunately, because after knight e4, even knight e4, queen f5, knight d6 looks disastrous for me. I would go bishop h8, not to have problems anymore with this kind of things. If knight h6, I am giving back, this is true, I'm giving back my prideful pawn, extra pawn, but I can do something about it. Knight e5. What do I want? I want maybe to take here. Playing with the fire. Are you playing with the fire? I think you're playing with the fire. Okay, let's go for it. I don't think this is good for white. Am I mistaken? Can I try to take this? And this is very interesting. This is super interesting. I don't know how good it is for me to give up and exchange. Really doubt. Rook h6, take. This looks good for me. Why not rook h6? Bishop e1, queen b6, bishop f2, queen c7. Yeah, I don't see the need to sacrifice the exchange. Let's say so. Queen e4, I'm gonna castle. I'm gonna give up the f4 pawn, but I have very, very strong knight on e5. Queen f4, I would like to play e6. There is no knight queen c4 check yet. g4 probably would make sense. Yeah, guessing all the moves. I'll take it. But now I don't like my position. Maybe it was interesting to sacrifice the exchange. Maybe even necessary. Yeah, this is what I was a little bit afraid of. Where to go? Where to go? Where to go? It's with a check, so I will go here and get my king away. I have to create something on this side, on queen side, otherwise I'm in big trouble. Still some hopes though. Okay, let's go for this one. Knight c4. I want knight c4. Doesn't care. Bishop d5 is the move which I don't like, so I will... No, I can't do this. Okay. He will take it? That's too much, no? Rook f8. Oh, God. Okay. Where to go? It's so awful, this position. It is totally awful. Unfortunately, I'm not left with good things here. Looks too bad, but he gives me this pawn, and this is already interesting. He blundered h4 pawn, which is... Now I have to be quick. I just should not lose on time. Okay. Should not lose on time. Queen e3. Queen e3 is there. I can still make a draw. At least I hope so. Although not that much time. This is what annoys me. Am I fussed enough or not? I don't know. a4 should be played right now. No, okay. He wants to trade my pieces. I'm not gonna allow it. Woo. Right. Right. What do you want? This is too much, isn't it? He's playing on my time. Check. Uh-oh. Ooh. Okay. Yeah! I flagged you. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Shouldn't be greedy. I'm very sorry. Oh my god. Yeah, this was a game I'm not proud of, definitely, but I'm very happy for the result, because it's result what it matters, especially in Blitz. Yeah, h6 g5. This was, I think, very much exaggerated plan. I didn't like it at all. And after this, I thought maybe here something like bishop h4, f takes. This could have been interesting, but what I didn't like was again queen e4. I have to castle probably, and queen f4. I do keep my bishop, and something might be going on here. There's a little compensation, but I would not say that this is much. I would definitely be with white pieces in here. Anyway, let's play last game against the challenger who has the biggest rating. Formless. There we are. Okay, let's go for c4. We already tried e4, d4, knight f3. A lot of things I am playing with nowadays. This this is very trendy. We had a game of Levon Aronian against Dingliren. No b6, but knight c6. Okay. All right. This is where I'm a tiny bit unpleasantly surprised, because I don't remember anything. Bishop d3, e4, queen e2, f5. Doesn't make much sense. Should I go h4 like Levon? Let's go h4 like Levon. Probably it's not a good move. Probably. But not definitely. What is this? Interesting. What happens after d5? Can anybody explain me? Just like this. Just like this, right? This does not look good. I don't think this is clever. But I might be mistaken, of course. The problem is that I cannot take on e5, because after queen e4, yeah, exactly. Because of this, I can take on e5. But I thought it makes sense to wait for this. He didn't want to wait. And now, let's get back. Let's get back and see what is going on. Very interesting variations might be after. If it was my move, knight e5, would it be interesting or not? That is a big question. But isn't black... he's not in danger, right? Unfortunately, after knight d2 or knight g5, there is queen g2. which I don't like that much. Although look at this, knight g5, queen g2, long castle, bishop e2, rook g1. Isn't it trapped? I guess it's trapped. I don't see anything. So let's go for it. Exciting, very exciting. Queen g2, long castle. How do you protect rook dg1? Mr. Formless. How do you protect it? Okay, you don't. You just give me the queen. Good news. There is definitely a compensation though. Okay, I don't want that he castles. Don't want that he castles without any problem. This is very interesting. Bishop e3, taking on e3. If rook d8, then bishop c5. Knight f7 is also something black should worry about as well. I want bishop c5 and what? Yeah, I wanted bishop c5, so it makes sense to not to allow it. Okay, this makes sense. Now let's try to okay. I would still go here. Bishop h5, most probably. That's right. What I have to play? I want to play c5. I don't want that this knight gets a very good square. I don't want that. Okay, he doesn't pay attention to it. Then I would go c6 and c4. Did I do too much? Knight h3. I have to go knight. He has to go knight e4. I think. This definitely should be good for me. Okay, king here. All very solid. f4. e4. f4, e4. Rook g2 is annoying. I'm getting a little bit nervous here. I don't want rook g2. Don't want to allow any of this. Have to be careful with my queen over here. Exactly. Good that nobody can take this knight right now. Otherwise, knight d3 would be, ooh, dangerous. I don't think I converted my queen at all. I would not think so. Okay, let's go here. This doesn't seem that I have much going on because black pieces are very, very active. Maybe it was not much from the beginning, as compensation is very good, but definitely it was worth of trying, I think. Okay, here I have to go e4. I don't have any other choice. And I'm a little bit worried. What is this? Bishop e2. This I didn't like. e5 pawn is going. Does he want to mate me? Is that so easy? Is that easy? Okay, first give a check, win some time, rook g2, f3. That was not clever of me. Damn. Yeah, here is when I get a little bit nervous. Like, why did I do this? Whoa. What was this? Check. Check. Ooh. Okay, I'll take it. Okay. Oh, what did I do? He did not see. Oh my god. This is, I don't know what is this. Uh-oh. Come on! Damn it! Okay, revenge to me. Oh, bad. Too bad. It was fun. Thank you very much for being here. I think that it was not very much better than my last Banter Blitz, but tiny bit better. At least the games were pretty much fun. I flagged my opponent and then I was punished for it, and I flagged myself in the completely winning position, although a lot of things going on. For example, right here, white knight e1. This is just a pre-move, and why not this? It is just horrible what happened, but I am pretty oh, I didn't show you what I meant. I meant I meant this position, like why not knight e1 and why not rook e1. But anyway, I think that it was fun. I think that the games were pretty interesting. So thank you very much for being here, for tuning in, and we have the, I think, 5th round today at the candidates. I'm very much looking forward, and write in comment what are your predictions. See you soon, have fun, enjoy the candidates. Bye bye.